Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, we will be discussing about programs on IO files in Java. So let's start the session programs on IO files. At the end of the session, you will be able to learn the IO files in Java. So before discussing with the programs, let's discuss that what actually file IO or you can also get IO file in Java is. I stands for input and O stands for output. So basically file IO means file input output, or you can also say that input output file. Okay, so there is a stream in Java which is known as input output stream. So Java input output stream is the flow of the data that you can either read from or you can write to it. So basically, Java allows a user to write a piece of information to a file or to read a data or a piece of information from that file. So this is what the concept of file input and output. So basically, this particular Java IO stream, which is allowing file IO, that is file input and output, this is used to perform read and write operations in a file permanently. And Java uses the stream to perform these tasks. So, what are the applications of file input output? You can write to a file, you can write to a file by the help of the keyboard and other input devices, and you can read a file data by the help of the monitor screen. That is means output will be available on the monitor screen. So something like that. So Java IO stream is also known as file handling. When we talk about file handling, that means directly we are talking about the input and output operations in a file. Now it is available in Java IO package. So when we need to handle file, when we needs to work with a file, and it's not limited to input and output of the file, we can update the content of a file, we can delete a file, we can modify a file, we can alter a file. There are n number of operations that we can perform, and all these operations come in file handling. And for file handling, we are having a package in Java which is known as input output package, that is java.io package, that is Java input output package. So Java input output package or java.io package provides classes for system input and output through files, networks, stream, and now some input output stream will be initialized automatically by the JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. And these streams are available in the system and are known as in, out, and air variable. So JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, is responsible for providing the classes in the form of in and out and air, so that input output stream can be initialized automatically while we are working with the file handling. And in reference, refer to the default input device, that is keyboard. So the default input device in an input output stream will always be the keyboard. Out and R refers to the default output device, that is console. Now what is this console? This console is a window, the black window which appears when we run or we execute the Java program. So whenever we run or execute the Java program, there will be a black window on the screen that will be visible to all of us. And on that black screen, we have to enter the input. That is, for example, I have created a program, right? Program to add two numbers. So I will enter number one, I will enter number two, and then I will be getting the output. So there will be a window, black color window, okay, on in the form of the screen when I will run the program, in which I will enter the first value, enter the second value, and then I will be getting the result. So that black window is known as the console window. So this console window is the output string of the Java. So whenever we are talking about the output string, then we will be getting the output in the console window. In the same manner, when we will be talking about the input stream, then we will be getting the input by the help of the keyboard. Streams. Now, what are these streams? Streams are the sequences of bits, like 8-bit is there, 16-bit is there, 32-bit is there, 64-bit is there, and so on. So now basically there are two types of streams which are there in the Java. First is input stream and second is output stream. When we talk about the input stream, so basically input streams are used to read the data from various input devices like keyboard, file, network, and so on. But by default input device that will be used is known as the keyboard. In the same manner, when we talk about the output stream are used to write the data to various output devices like monitor, file, network. This monitor will also be termed as a console because the console window that we will be getting is on the monitor only. We will not be able to get that console window on any of the screens. So monitor screen will also be considered as a console screen. Now, there are two types of stream based on data, like byte stream character stream. When we talk about byte stream, it is used to read or write a byte. When we talk about character stream, then it is used to read or write the characters. Like it has been mentioned in the diagram, there are two types of streams based on the data. First is byte stream and second is character stream. When we talk about byte stream, then in this stream we are having the input and output stream, and when we talk about the character stream, we are having the reader and writer stream. Okay, so if we are reading and writing something, that means we are talking about the character stream. And if we are taking the input and giving the output, or giving the input, providing the input and getting the output, then we are talking about the byte stream. So why there is a difference? Because input means providing the input, that is reading the input. So that means when we talk about the byte stream, that means we are talking about the data, integer type of data. When we talk about the character stream, that means already there is a data which is available on a file. We are just reading that, or we can also say that we are just providing the string. Okay, string values, string variables to a file. So whenever we are talking about the string, that means character. When we are talking about the integer variables and other mathematical operation, that means we are talking about the byte stream. Now, byte input stream. So these are used to read byte data from various input devices. Input stream is an abstract class and it is the superclass of all the input byte stream. In the same manner, when we talk about byte output stream, then these are used to write byte data to various output devices. And output stream is also an abstract class and is a superclass of all the output byte streams. Now there are two types of now there are again two types of default stream that we are having, that is system.out and system.er. So these are the two default streams that we are having apart from having the byte stream and the character stream. When we talk about system.er, so basically ER stands for error. So this is the standard error stream. So standard error stream is used to output all the errors, the data, all the problems that might occur in a program when program is in the execution phase. Now next stream is system.out. System.out is a output stream which is used to provide the output of the particular program on the monitor screen or on the console screen. Now the system.out is having the multiple functions like print, println and printf. So print and println are used to print the particular output or particular statement taking a single argument. But when we talk about printf, then printf is used to print the statement on the console window by taking the multiple arguments. So this is all about, the programs on IO. So in this session, you have learned about programs on IO files in Java. So I hope now you are having the understanding that what are the IO streams in Java and what is the impact of IO streams and what is the package in Java which is responsible for managing the input and output streams in Java. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much.